Have you ever wondered what people use these punching mitts for in boxing? Number one, being able to work on my entries and my exo, being able to work on my offensive entries, any combination that gets me close to my partner, the actual attack that's gonna take place, and then a defensive reaction that's gonna get me away. How do I exit? How do I defend after that combination? Is it head movement? Is it blocking? Is it pivoting? Is it moving my feet left, right, diagonals? The key is we don't want excessive movements. You want to develop slight movements, because if you excessively move in one direction, you're actually going to be open for another punch. So the key is, as you move and as you defend, you remain perfectly balanced. If you lose your balance, you may be able to defend one punch, but then the second punch is going to land. So proper balance is really important in these type of drills. Knowing how to move, knowing how to react, and what Sydney's trying to do is react to the punches. You're trying to read the punch and react. You don't want a scripted video where everything is coming at you. You know what's coming, you know what time it's coming. You don't really build the skills that are going to translate over to live sparring. So this type of drill is going to be more reactionary. You see the jab, you learn how to read the jab, you know where it's coming, you learn how to move your feet, and you learn how to create the right distance. And that's what this particular mitt drill is all about. Number two, developing footwork on the mitts is super important. So learning how to punch with steps. And I could punch different angles. I could learn how to punch moving backwards. I could learn how to punch throwing combos moving forward. I could work on side step combination. I could work on pivot steps, bump steps, lots of different ways to throw punching combinations with your partner that's holding the mitts moving at you, making you react, which is going to be directly related to sparring. So you need to learn how to punch on the move, step to the side, pivot step, throw combinations, be able to link different phases of an attack. So I can move forward and then backwards. I can move forward, pivot off to the side. I can throw a combo and I can smother and learn how to move in on the inside. Master that, and you're able to punch at different directions, forward, backwards, sideways, diagonals. You're able to really be a universally skilled boxer, and you can then adapt to any type of style boxer you may face in the ring. So if you're in an international boxing scenario, you may get a Cuban fighter or Uzbek fighter. They have very different styles, different ways of moving, and you need to have a skill set that is prepared to deal with those different styles. And if your mitt work is reflecting some movement, some angle changes, some pivot steps, it becomes natural, it becomes something that you don't have to think about. It's back of mind. And that's really the key with this type of drill, is you're reacting to your partner. Your partner's moving. You don't want to just be able to move in one direction too often. You become predictable. If you become predictable, it's a lot easier for people to time you. It's a lot easier for people to prepare for you. If they have a match against you, they can watch video and see, oh, this person only knows how to move forward. They don't know how to back up and punch. They can only box off the front foot. They can't box off the back foot. And what I mean by that is, if you're boxing off the front foot, you're constantly marching forward. More of that like Mexican style. If you could box off the back foot, that's like Mayweather, a very counter punch style. You really want to be able to do both. You want to be able to go on the front foot, the back foot. You want to be able to circle, fight different ranges. All that makes you more universal. Okay, this third use of mitts here that we're watching is working on the phases of an attack. So a proper attack in boxing should be some type of entry, meaning you're throwing jabs, you're working your way into range. Once Sydney gets into range, she's gonna throw her particular attack. That could be an inside attack, that could be a cross hook, it could be a body shot, it could be any one combination that could happen once she's set up her entry. And then after her entry, she's gonna have a defensive exit. Defensive exit, it can sometimes be a double jab, it could be a weave, it could be a step back, if you put your hands up, it could be an angle change, it could be a pivot step, but there's some type of thought that if I step in and throw a double jab cross, I'm not just gonna get hit with a combination right away, right after my particular attack. So that way it negates what I just did. If I throw a jab, get hit with a jab, then I'm just basically trading punches. That's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to hit and not get hit. So the entry is going to get us into range, the particular attack, and then followed by some type of defensive exit some defensive skill that's gonna prepare us for what's gonna come back. And if you do these mitts often enough, you'll see that there's gonna be likely attacks off of every particular combination that I throw. So there's predictable attacks that come. And then on the mitts, I can predict those. I can throw a punch at my partner, make them react to it. That way they see it and they react. And you learn, okay, if I throw across the body, a hook and another cross, I might have to avoid the left hook. I need to weave under that hook. I need to maybe step to my right, or I may just crowd in and smother my partner's punches. So you always have the option to smother, or to back up, or to block, or throw another punching combination so you have a double phase attack. But we have to have some type of defense in mind, some type of entry in mind. Otherwise, beginners will go from hitting a heavy bag into the ring, and they'll run into punches. They'll have no strategy. They'll have never practiced space or ring management. And there's a lot of downside and injuries that can happen from that. Number 3, here's what's not to do when holding the punching mitts in boxing. So this would be an example, in my opinion, of a fitness bag section, basically holding the mitts for fitness. And we see this a lot online where coaches are having people throwing random combinations, zero defensive awareness, not a lot of nuance on technical skills, combinations that don't really make sense for actual boxing. You can see that there's no movement of the body. You can see that there's no defensive movements at all. He's calling random combinations out. Yes, it's a good workout, but there's no strategy, there's no nuance, there's no skill development. This will get very boring over time too. If you're doing this for fitness and you're bored, people are gonna stop doing it. They're gonna stop coming because eventually they're not learning, they're not developing timing, they're not developing any kind of footwork, they're not developing an understanding of the sport. Because if you do boxing enough, you should be able to watch a pro boxing fight and go, hey, I know what's going on, I see what they're doing. And it's more interesting. It's like watching baseball. If you don't know what's going on, it's incredibly boring. But if you understand, okay, there's an actual strategy between the pitcher and the hitter, and there's lots of stuff that, if you understand, makes the game much more interesting. So that's what we're trying to avoid as boxing coaches, is to intrigue people to really love the sport of boxing. If they do that, they'll then do it more seriously, they'll do it more often, they'll get in great shape. So the end result will be they're gonna get in great shape, but it's because they love the sport, because they understand the nuance, they're interested in it, they see themselves getting faster, stronger, their reflexes quicker. All right.
Really hard.
Yeah.
I believe it.
It was painful for me to watch too. It was like, fighting is a language and everyone can learn it.